Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Darius Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Go. Right there. 54, right? Go. 54, Mike. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give to a Virginia native. This is C.J. Brosize. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 41, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First down.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Hey, zero.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
I'm coming for you, son.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
I'm here all day.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Echo. 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, here we go. Show it up. Tighten up. Hey.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Defense wins championships, baby.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Room to run past midfield. Touchdown, Washington! Chris Thompson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Again, Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hey, 4 down. Got it. 20, Mike. Gun. Mike 20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Redskins 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Safe. Check 31, check 31.
Third down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Mike's 50.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Bang, 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 bang. Shut up.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's second down. Wilson now throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Redskins take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 43.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
left. Well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a